let me see if I can't assist you a little bit better by showing you how my platform works myself. So this is my website. The URL is right here, penthouseslaminyc.com. And the platform here is a company called Chime, and this is a CRM and website. And the way it's set up is that once a user comes to this website, for me, I have the setting is after they get clicked on 3 pages, this pop-up will come up. So a user would need to create a profile, password, email, username to be able to go ahead and create an account. It's real straightforward, right? Your next lifestyle begins here. I've been through some things in life. I recognize that everybody has been through their own experience, has their own story. I want you to come to the website. I want you to take a look. Most all of my advertising at this time is through landing pages that are created in Chime CRM. And I post them to social media. On this website, I go ahead and allow access to Los Angeles, Miami, and New York City. And so I do focus on penthouses and luxury condos. And you have an MLS feed here, so you can see what's available at 1.2 million and above. And that's what I offer right here. You can view each of the cities. You can read through a little bit about what I think about each of the cities at this time. At each of the web pages, at the bottom will be fair housing disclosure, New York State fair housing disclosure, my email address, my phone number. It will then have my New York licensing information, my Florida licensing information, and my California licensing information. Each of this will take you through to another page, and depending on what the topic is, the pages will continue on and on. And this was a rebate that I was doing for March, for instance. I want to give you a little bit of information. Maybe it'll help you in your life or your business or clear your thoughts or whatever. In March, I was offering cash rebates. Each month I'll be doing a different rebate. So this is the month of April 2021. So I'm offering renovation rebates. I do offer rebated services for the sellers and for the buyers, in addition to a monthly offer. And at this time, this is what I'm willing to do. I'll pay for the inspections, the appraisals, the media, the advertising up to $30,000, staging up to $20,000, pre-listing, and preparations for a sale. So depending on where we're at, competitive markets in New York City, competitive markets in California and Los Angeles, the absorption rates are a quick turnover. Miami's a whole different thing. Years of inventory in Miami. So as that pertains, then there we are. Everything will be based upon lender requirements with regards to what can be done for buyers. If this is all cash, this is what I'm willing to do. I'm all about packaging and efficiency and proper pricing. And I'm looking for a seller or even the buyer to come in with something to begin with, which means you pay for the services, and on the back end you get these returns in return. And so similar to the seller or the buyer, rebates. And I'll pay for all the inspections, all the appraisals, all the meetings up to 30,000. The idea again is packaging with regards to knowing what you're purchasing. I don't want to get involved with transactions where questions are unanswered. That's just not the business that I want. I want full disclosure, transparency. I want you to walk away with this going, wow, I've never been treated in any transaction like this in my life. And so on the buyer side, again, if financing used, it's up to the lender's approval. What I did is I put together a questionnaire, and I picked this up when I was initially in real estate in 1997 and 1998. And a colleague that I was working with in Los Gatos and Saratoga said, this is what I do. And I'll speak directly about this. They ask their clients, tell me the 10 things that are most important to you. And so they fill those out. And so I'll just show you how my process is going to work. And so for me, there are these, and it'll just take a few minutes and we'll go through it. So when I go through this, I'm just letting the thoughts go, right? And that's pretty much just a brainstorming. I guess cash freedom to me would be having enough cash and transactions to be able to move about freely and do what I want to do. It doesn't amount much more than that to me. And so out of these 10, I'll list the top 5 that are most important to me, which would be and as you see, probably some of them cross over and apply, and it's like, hey, if you have that, then you get this. So we'll go ahead and go about it like that. And then the three things that are most important to me. Um, so my business is technology based. So it connects me to the world. I've had some of the best relationships in my life online, urban cities. It's just where I feel alive. And with cash freedom, everything else comes into play, right? With cash freedom, to me, um, that provides me the time to be able to seek out the fitness to keep my health improved. So for me, I can always get technology, buy new technology, but if the internet connection is not there, excuse me, it doesn't matter what um, generation of technology we have. Urban cities, it's where life is at for me. That's where my focus is, right? The penthouses, luxury condos. Um, that's just what I'm into. That's where the clubs are, the city centers, and all that. So I achieve several things with that, and then cash freedom again. That's just going to be the ability to do so much in life, right? It's about finding that ability to do um, the things that you want to do, to have that time to clear your mind, to refocus, to create the next lifestyle that that you want to have. That's going to define your life. You'll see me write that throughout. You'll hear me talk about it, and I really believe that is it, right? I mean, the sooner we can get to that moment in our life, whatever is going to be the trigger point, to go, wow, you know what? I like so much in life, but if I had these three things, these would really give me that new edge, right? Whether you're getting back the edge or that new edge in life. So these are what I require, right? But to really get down to the point, um, I would prefer that many of the next questions, and there's several of them, are answered. And I'll just go through them so you can see where I'm at in my mind to get a little bit better idea of who I am. And then you would submit, and we'll do that in just a minute. So you can't rest easy if um, um, the living situation is not stable. I never wake up to of drugs and alcohol. So now it really starts to open up, right? What can't you live with? What can't you live without? For me in my life, when I tore it down, it was like, you know what? These are great things in my life right now, but here's some things that I absolutely cannot go on with in my life, right? So I'm willing to sacrifice them for a moment or for the rest of my life, right? If they come back into my life, I'll take them as they come. But right now, I need to go ahead and really focus in on myself, on my thoughts. And that was quite some time ago now, nearly, well, we're getting to be about 20 years since I really did that refocus. And it goes along the lines where, look, yeah, I've eliminated people, things out of my life. Um, I refocused. I had some accomplishments. Went back to school, finished school, got advanced education, got some industry experience in the hospitality industry in China and in Las Vegas. made another move out to Central Florida about 10 years ago, got in a car accident, right? So life is all about that, right? And it's just this, we get these accomplishments and then we get these setbacks and then we get some more accomplishments and it just works like that, right? So me, if I'm going into an urban city um, and I'm walking out the door, what do I want to see? Um, for me, I want to see flowing water, and um, like open space, trails. And travel no longer, well, right now it doesn't really matter to me. I'm all about traveling. Um, so for me, like the job, I'm a satellite agent, right? So I'm licensed in California, Florida, and New York. And if I do go somewhere, then it's to do business. So that's open. It doesn't matter to me at this time. I'm not going to come home to volatile situations. Greeted by building and staff. Yes, with an option to enter in other manners. Seeing upon entry of the building, clean, tree lined, um, pavilion space, open space, feeling upon entry of the building, uh, refreshed, welcomed, secure, hearing upon entry of the building, quiet, services needed. So one of the big um, conversations of today with regards to the penthouse lifestyle or the condo lifestyle is that it's crossing over very much into the hospitality segment of the industry with regards to hotels. And so I would be very close to wanting hotel style um, amenities. Do I go straight to the penthouse? Depends. Um, maybe I need, depends. I think that, well, I'm going to keep it like this and put yes. All services that I would need can be ordered online. Delivery to the penthouse would be expected. If not, what do I do? Well, if I didn't go directly there, maybe if there was an open area of shared space for residents. On on a elevated level of the building. Penthouse location of the building. So for me, there's also a big conversation going on right now where traditionally the penthouse was a space at the top of a building. Now a penthouse would be more closely defined to a unit that has all of the best amenities, um, all of the best finishes, the best layout, the best views, which would go into some buildings are getting so above the skyline would be not able to see, let's say, ocean views, park views, downtown urban area views, right? So if someone desired to be living above the clouds, then that would, and there was a penthouse style that offered those amenities, that would be the penthouse. If there was a unit that was superior to a higher unit and offered the desirable viewing of the areas, maybe um, there maybe the building has 4 spaces at the top that each share 4 corners and they're above the skyline, above the clouds even. But let's say that there's a lower unit that's below the cloud line for most days, and it covers an entire floor space and offers 360 views and has superior automation and finishes throughout the space, and that becomes the most desired unit. So maybe that would be it, right? And so I would leave it. What would it be for me? I put 360 views. And why that penthouse? And I suppose it would come down to um, how I felt when I'm inside the unit. Is the penthouse automated? Yes. Right. And within um, most all new building construction, automation is a given. So what does the penthouse look like? Uh, for me, I'm minimalist, and I like concrete, and I like steel, and I like stainless steel. And I want a spaces to work, and so that would be business and fitness. Um, I would like a terrace, and let's see, I like floor to ceiling windows. I think like an open space, because I think within my life, I'd be preparing for so like an open space for dancers. I like the arts. I like theater. If it could be worked, and there's a movie I saw years ago that they took place in somewhere, somewhere in Asia. I don't remember where it was, but that they had a like an indoor waterfall and indoor pool. So indoor pool, right? And indoor, I think it would be like a lap pool. And I don't know what else. Everything else would be pretty standard. Um, with rooms and stuff. So I guess we could uh, get down to the next question. We'll go into rooms, and let's just say that there's a pretty large space, maybe to begin with, and let's just say it's got five. Let's see. So one, two, three, four. Let's just call it 7 rooms, right? And you always want a couple of extra off bathrooms, but you want to within a penthouse like this, you'd likely want private bathrooms for your guests and things like that. So let's just say there's 9 bathrooms, and I'm not going to go totally crazy on the square footage, but a good enough space, right? Because you want space for um, dancing in the excuse me, in a pool and stuff like that. So if you could fit that in, and we'll go a little bit higher than I. But let's just say you need 10,000 square. I need 10,000 square foot. And again, is there a terrace? Yes. And what is the view of? And so 360 view again. And so what if I saw, right? I'd be able to see open space, trails. Um, I like to be able to see urban center. I like to be able to see a skyline, urban like city centers, and maybe like a river. do that. More than one floor. All right, so maybe that's the best thing. Pools on one floor, the lower floor, or wherever of the building, and then it's separated into maybe a um, gathering space, maybe the fitness area and the dance area, and then the open space with a kitchen and stuff like that would be good. And then maybe you have another floor with some of the guest bedrooms or the other, and then the other top floor would be um, my floor. But we went into a direction where we got 10,000 square foot, so that might not be um, an entire floor. We're looking for 360-degree views, so we'll switch it up a little bit here and just say that right, because these are kind of would give me a range where, hey, yeah, Scott, I'd love to have 360 views. Um, I'd also wouldn't mind though if I had multiple floors. So we'll put 4 on this. And that gives me a little bit to work with, right? To be able to go ahead and say, okay, well, you said this and you said this and you said this, but those were the 3 things that were most important to you. And here's what I've got as a result, right? So interior design, materials used. Again, I'll refer to the above, right? So concrete and steel exposed, right? And so that's pretty much all that I care about. The other finishes, maybe stainless steel. I'm not too worried about. Color schemes for me right now in my life are darker colors. And so those would be like blacks and grays. And right angles are smooth as it's. Um, to me, like I like for the angles and stuff like that. It'd be both, right? Depends on where it's at. It doesn't really um, matter in some regards. It looks nice in others, but it's not something that I need one all the way through. So preferred appliances, I guess, for me would be top of the line, um, and I want to leave this open to allow somebody to think about what do they need, and that would be it. And then preferred interior designer, again, um, anybody that's going to design me this sort of a minimalist lifestyle, but not I don't have a preferred. So if you are a designer and you're watching this and you want to connect with me, it's one of the parts of my business that I'm growing to grow my affiliates. I'd love to have a conversation with you. Developers, architects, designers, interior designers, anybody that wants to get involved with my business to grow our businesses, then I'm open for that conversation. And again, preferred, no preferred. There's so many great buildings out there right now that are being created, and then there's in some cities there's like New York City, right? There's pre World War II pre-World War One buildings even that are just have such great unique architecture that were iconic during those times, and those are available now. And when we go ahead and talk about those sorts of buildings, yeah, there's going to be a lot of um, different permits for renovations um, to get done, but the end results are something very unique and timeless. And preferred developer again, I'm not worried about that. Furniture brands at this time don't have them. And again, if you're looking to grow your business, there we go. Developers, furniture brands, desired fabrics. I'm on I'm on the go mentality right now, where my lifestyle when I get back up, I'm not too worried about this. If I'm out all night, out all day, doesn't matter. Um, if I sleep in do outside a hotel, then I would stay um, somewhere that I feel comfortable with, um, towards the higher ends, and that will be that. But preferred bedding, again, I would not um, consume myself with that at this time. But this is very important for me to know if, hey, you know, maybe this would be a great gift, right, for you, at the end of the transaction, in addition to everything else, right? Betting throughout or something like that is what I'm thinking about. So what do I do next when I'm in here? I probably change, um, you know, rest, um, clear my mind on the terrace, something like that, right? Staying in for the remainder of the night, probably fitness and study. And what does a night require? Right now, it just requires freedom to choose what I want. Remote live and work lifestyle, yes. Going out again, yes. So where do I go? Going out again, yes. Where do I go? I go to an underground party or a club or a walk. I like to walk at night. Why this destination? I like the nighttime. I like the nighttime, and I want to begin to feel alive again. Favorite destination? Let's keep it simple right now. So, you know, I don't know. I've had some in the past, but not too much. You know, Tiesto. Um, I've been just getting in really into darker electronic music. um, for this, yeah, for the most part, I guess I like all. But if it was my favorite, cars and motorcycles, planes, cigarette boats. I haven't experienced that yet, but I want to. Exercise where, um, have all the all the equipment I need in the penthouse. Preferred exercise for me right now is the Pilates, spinner, light weights. Now, I haven't been in the pool in almost a couple of years, but the pool. Essential transportation. No. Preferred brands of vehicles. That's where I'm at right now. Preferred retail brands right now. So let's see. Been running with Adidas for like, I don't know, 12 years or something like that. Adidas and Ralph Lauren, Polo, and then Brioni. Will be the next time I get suits made. I got some suits made over in Shanghai, China, to tailor in 2006. That's about what I got right now. So, but yeah, that'll work. My passion. So for me, I don't know what the destination would be. If I had means, I would pick one in each. So this is what happens next. I go ahead and submit it. So I can't show you much more than this because I have to go behind the scenes, but that's been submitted. What would happen next is I will send you a landing page and I can go ahead and show you the videos that would be on it. They're also on YouTube. This is my YouTube channel. So the videos that I would send you would be on a landing page and they would be this, and I would ask for you to watch them, and then I'll ask you for a little bit more information. We'll get down to like numbers and stuff like that. But yeah, that would be it. And then after that, I would go ahead and go through the information, and we'd go back to the properties that I chose for you would be based on the information that you provided me. And I provide you with 5 properties again on a landing page. So you have the time to tell me about the likes and dislikes, or, you know, you understand the pricing of your property, why it should be there. Um, Once we go ahead and go to the strategy session, that would be next, or you see the property that you want within those 5, or you go ahead and say, I like this, I don't like this. If you have this and this together, and then within a couple of more properties, I'll have found you your next residence. And we'll talk about what you want to do in the strategy session after that. We'll do a Zoom call, and we'll take it from there. You know, so at that time we would begin opening up agency disclosures, and go into that conversation, and get to know each other within a 30-minute time frame, and started it like this. So my efficiency in my business is all about respecting your time so that I can spend time on my own to be able to find those properties, find that next community that's going to meet your desire to get the next lifestyle that defines your next life. And I appreciate your time and patience with my typos and my individual thoughts. You know, as we put them down, I think it kind of puts into context what this undertakes. It's totally different than what anybody else is doing. Um, and I've talked to a lot of industry professionals, and they find it interesting. They're not sure how the public will react to it. And I hope this meets you in an open mind to go ahead and try it. Again, the individual buyer rebates, seller rebates, and then each month I run a rebate that's going to assist you. And at the price range we're talking about, it's not an amount that I know that you're going to be concerned about, but it will be in addition to your lifestyle, that each time you use it or go to it or went somewhere or something, you go and you remember me, right? And I'm likely going to meet you in a transition area in your life, and we continue to go through these in our life, and that's just part of it, right? And so here we are again, and I look forward to meeting you again. My name is Scott Burns, and my focus are the penthouses in LA, Miami, and New York City. I look forward to talking with you soon.